in this book right here. Whence, the Black Irish of Jamaica.
Them I wonder where we come from. Irieites play music with substance. Yeah. Them I wonder where we come from. Them try to stop we, but we just no response. Yeah. Them I wonder where we come from.
Whence, the Black Irish of Jamaica. They call it the Dark Ages, but did you know that that's when black people ruled Europe? Scotland, Ireland, and England were all ruled by black people. After Oliver Cromwell got in power and King Charles II was killed, they banished all the black people out of Ireland, Scotland, and England. When they were banished from England, Ireland, and Scotland, they were sent into Jamaica on a sugarcane plantation. So most of the people on the island of Jamaica and Barbados are from Ireland and Scotland, but they don't even know it. During the time that Cromwell was in power, they rounded up everybody and made them go to Kavanaugh or Clare. That was two cities. And if they were found outside of those cities, they would be put on the slave ships or sent to the islands to be indentured servants. You notice the last names?
Okay, so let's get into this next section called Irish, Scottish, and English names. This is page 1. And these names all mean swarthy by being described as dark complexions, black complexions, and brown complexions. Okay, I've listed here the names, meanings, and origins. So the first one there is Arthur, and the meaning is very black. The origin is Welsh or Brythonic language. So that immediately reminds me of King Arthur. And if the meaning is very black, that's something interesting. The second one there on the list is Bran, and the meaning of that is crow or raven. And we should all know that crows and ravens are very black in color. And the origin of that name Bran is Welsh. Okay, so I'm going to skip down to Brenna, which means little raven, and that has an Irish origin. Next we have Cormac, which means raven's son, and that is of Irish origin as well. Now let's skip down to Sierra, which means black or dark, and that's Irish or Gaelic in origin. Then we have Kerwin, which means dark-skinned, and that is Celtic in origin. And then let's go down to Kerry, which means dark, little dark one, or dark princess, and that's Irish or Gaelic. Then we have the common name that we all know is Blake, which means black, and that's English in origin. Then we will go down to Don Dubon, which means brown or dark, and that's Irish in origin. And then let's go up to the top of the second list, and we have Duff, which means dark, and that's Scottish in origin. Then we have Dougal, which means dark stranger, and that's Scottish in origin. Then we have Dolan, which means dark in Irish, or Irish origin. Then we have Douglas, very common name, that means dark, and that's Gaelic in origin. And then let's go to Duncan, which means swarthy chief, and we all know that swarthy means dark complexion, black, brown, dark brown, and that's Celtic in origin. Then last on the list there is Kerry, which means dark, and that's Irish in origin, and Kerry is also a very common name. Didn't know it meant dark. And I don't think the parents of these folks are calling them dark in a bad way, like they're a bad person or they have bad intentions or something like that. I think the word dark and the meaning behind these names are a descriptor of what their child looked like or what the family resembled, if it's a family name, because these are first and or last names.
This is Standard 4 in the Infant Jesus preschool in Plymouth, Montserrat. The faces may not be terribly familiar to you, but I think some of the names will. Let's try some of the names. What's your name?
Eugene Fleming.
Eugene Fleming. Is that right?
Eugene Fleming.
Good man, Eugene. And what's yours?
Sean Castles.
Sean Castles. And what's yours?
Jerome Mead.
Jerome Mead. Is that it?
Yeah.
Good man. Now let's try some of the girls. What's your name?
John Burke.
What is it?
John Burke.
Joanne Burke. Is that right? Good girl, Joanne. And what's yours?
Michelle Castle.
Michelle Castles. And what's your name?
Irish.
What's your first name again?
Colleen Irish.
Colleen. Is it? Colleen Irish. Is that your name?
Yeah.
Good girl, Colleen. And what's your name?
Michael Ryan.
Michael Ryan. Well done. And what's your name?
Marianne Curtin.
Marianne Curtin. Is that it? Good girl, Marianne. And what's your name?
Sandra Farrell.
Sandra Farrell.
Boss for every boss, done for every done. Ever militant, so it and so it and humble like a lamb. Tell them no confusion.
Have you ever noticed the similarities between the Irish and the Jamaican? Well, it's way more than just the laid-back, fun-loving attitudes. In fact, so 25% of Jamaicans claim Irish ancestors. Irish people are the second largest reported ethnic group in Jamaica after Jamaicans of African ancestry. The second fact is the Jamaican accent shares similar elements of the Irish accent. The third fact is both Ireland and Jamaica were British colonies. Ireland gained their independence in 1921 and Jamaica gained ours in 1962. The fourth fact is Jamaica is dotted with Irish palace names like Irish Town, Clonmel, Dublin Castle, Kildare, Sligoville, Belfast, and so on. The fifth fact is Irish moss is exactly what it says. Irish. During Ireland's famine in the 1850s, to survive, the Irish drank seaweed. Those who immigrated Jamaica during the famine found the same seaweed growing on the coast of Jamaica. And the sixth fact is the maroon Morris dance was brought to Jamaica by indentured servants from England, Scotland, and Ireland. The seventh fact is although Jamaica and Ireland are small islands, both nationalities are identifiable worldwide. So the Irish, them popular just like the Jamaican people, them the Irish and Jamaican cultures and their people have made a clear stamp internationally.
3, 2, 1.